What is up, everybody? It's vs. TV here today, and we have to talk about the GTA Trilogy from Rockstar, the definitive edition of these classic games. People are not happy with this trilogy whatsoever. This is from our good squares at Push Square, and they say the GTA Trilogy inevitable backlash is already brewing because from the screenshots I'm seeing online, people talking about this game looks insane in a bad way, not in a good way. It looks terrible. I have played a bit of this game, the San Andreas, because it's on Game Pass. I have tried that game on Game Pass, and I gotta say, I'm glad that Game Pass exists. I can try this game and not spend my full $60 on this game because I was not impressed with what I played. And I have played maybe like less than over maybe like 30 minutes to an hour just playing like the small bit that I did play of it. And it was like the controls just feel so old. It's just like old. Like I wish they would actually just give this game justice and do a remake for these classic games that people just love so much. Like why not take the time to just remake them? Like we see companies like Capcom doing that to Resident Evil series, the classic Resident Evil games. We see the Dead Space developers doing it to their new Dead Space game. It's just like so many games have just been remade because they still see how the fans have a huge outcry for those games being remade into a modern era, but Rockstar, they just don't care anymore. People are just paying them for the GTA Online, so I guess they just don't care because the images I'm seeing is just terrible. So let's see some of these images. Like this is a post from Reddit, and they say, "I'm at a loss for words. How can they get away with this? Us?" And this is a character in the definitive edition of the game. This is supposed to be the definitive edition, supposed to be like the end-all be-all version of this game. The kid looks like this. What is wrong with his neck, his body structure? This looks horrendous. This looks crazy. Me heading home to play GTA tonight, and the guy's arms are like super long and stretchy. It just looks weird. Like, it's just awful. For a definitive edition. And then the game has spelling errors. Like, R guitars? They're supposed to be air guitars? And then the characters like here, this is the original and this is the remake. This is the definitive edition. Why do the originals look better than the new models? This is like some weird Fortnite mixture right here with how the characters look. It looks weird. It looks definitely weird. Then this person says, looks like Denise did get hurt in the fire. So they're talking about this new character model. And apparently this is the old one. This is how the old one looks. The old one looks a lot better. How did Rockstar okay this? Is there like no quality control whatsoever at Rockstar Games? That this is the old model, but this is the new one? This looks awful. This looks horrible. This looks like trash. We being blunt. It looks like trash. I had one hope Rockstar. This is how the character looks in the new game. She looks like some type of weird freak like orangutan type of creature. And this is how the barber looks. The barber in the old game from a PS2 game looks a lot better than this definitive edition made in 2021. This looks ridiculous. This is just bad. Like, this is awful. Like, how is this a thing? And not only do you have to worry about the creepy character models, but apparently this game has some weird frame rate issues right here. GTA Trilogy PS5 frame rate analyzed, and it ain't pretty. So apparently the game has some frame rate issues. You can read the article on your own, but it has frame rate issues at that. And this is an old PS2 games just remastered. Like I'm very disappointed with Rockstar did with this trilogy right here. This is great if you just want to go down memory lane. If you want to relive these classic old games, great for you. But there's too many games out right now. Forza Horizon 5 just dropped, one of the critically acclaimed games of this year. Halo Infinite is about to drop soon. You got some Switch titles coming out. I'm looking interested in it. I don't have time to play this garbage. I want to be as blunt, but this is garbage. Like this is just trash. I can't believe they actually okayed this stuff to come out like this. And like a Rockstar, people will say Rockstar is one of their favorite game studios of all time, and they release this garbage. It's like they have just solely focused on GTA Online to pay their bills. So they don't care about anything else. They release trash like this. Like how would you even be okay to say we produced this trilogy like this? This looks horrible. If they aren't talking about a remake for these classic games, I don't want to hear nothing from Rockstar. If it ain't GTA 6, I don't want to hear nothing from Rockstar. Like, this is just unacceptable. Like, this is really just trash. Like I said, once again, I am glad Game Pass exists. People can hate Game Pass, but I'm glad it exists because I got to try out the San Andreas, the definitive edition, and I was not happy. I did not care about I wasn't happy whatsoever. Like I say, if you want to play the game, it's great for you. I'm not knocking you if you want to go down memory lane, but this is definitely not for me. And then this is more pictures of people. Apparently, the guy originally had a 7 on his jersey. They wanted to change the number, and he still left the 7 right there, and he's put a 9 instead. Like, this is just lazy work right here. The fingernails look weird. The character models look weird from the original ones. Yeah, this is the original version of this bodybuilding lady, and this is the new one. Why does the original one look better than the new one? Like, this is crazy. This is just ridiculous. So the lady's cross-eyed now. I'm just not happy with this whatsoever. Apprentice is a collage of all these different things people have found. It's like CJ looks like that character model looks great, but everything else just looks horrible. It just looks bad. I mean, yeah, it's just, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Then what is this character? I don't know if this is the old one or the new one, but this looks rough. I'm assuming this might be the old model. I don't know. Who knows? But this is just ridiculous that these characters look like this. Yeah. It's like, if people can make a comparison of the older model looks better than the new one, then it's like, what are we doing here? What's the point? This just feels like a cheap cash grab from Rockstar because, hey, we got these games you love from the PS2 era. We're going to release them again in a so-called Definitive Edition and just get your money for it. It's like, yeah, it just ain't for me. Like, look at this. The old character looks a lot better. I just don't get it. So this is, I'm gonna stop being a dead horse with this rant. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below about this. Do you agree with this new version? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.